It's January 2016, Christmas has come and gone, and in the spirit of Christmas it's a time for giving. So I thought I'd give myself some new toys and share them with you. So first up, I decided to trade in my Lifesaver bottle, which the company's now defunct. I managed to get what I paid for it, and I've swapped it out for one of these. And this is the Katadyn Hiker Pro, and this is the first time I've used it. This is the main body of the pump, and some of you may be familiar with these. Inlet, outlet, you attach the tubes, which I'll show you more of in a minute, and simply pump. It's really nice and light. So let's show you that in operation. Right. So this is the unit. This little fella here is the float and the first pre-filter. Chuck that in. That's connected to the bottom of the unit, and then top of the unit comes out to this little spout that you can connect to a Camelback directly to the outlet mouthpiece and fill it back up, or to your bottle or whatever it is you want to collect the water in. I'm only out for the day today and I'm only demonstrating this, so I'll just show you how it works in principle and see what you think. Bear in mind that would be in a bottle. They say, I think it's around sort of the 40 to 50 pumps does a litre, and it's pretty easy to use. There's no difficulty there. So clean outlet water, outlet hoses go in this bag here to keep them segregated from the dirty ones. Now, what's great about this is they all come with these little quick release valves for packing away. So nice and easy. That's the outlet top there. So they just give you this little red bung that goes in the bag. That's it. Nice and easy. Quite good, so your dirty hose and your clean hose should never come into contact for obvious reasons. The little bag that I'm putting, the long bag that I'm putting both the filter and the pipework into, this was extra. It was another £5 I think, but I thought it'd be nice to have it all in one sort of half decent bag, and that can be strapped to the side of your Bergen, rucksack, whatever you choose to use. Nice and easy. So that's the Katadyn Hiker Pro, which you're going to see more of on my videos in the future. Handy bit of kit. So for Christmas, my lovely mother-in-law gave me a DD Tarp, which I'm going to show you. I'm underneath it now, and the lovely British weather has decided to change from beautiful sunshine to peeing rain, which is fine, it's to be expected at this time of the year. Luckily for me, DD kindly sold me one of these. I think they call them snake skins or hammock covers, which is great. So the water just literally sits on top of that. You can leave it laying on the floor while you do your suspension, whoopee things, however you're planning on setting up your hammock. So you will have to forgive me, I'm a novice to this, if I've set it up incorrectly. I know there's a lot of hammock fanboys out there, so please feel free to get in touch and tell me what I've done wrong. Personally, these suspension whoopee sling things, I don't know any different, so I find them reasonably easy to set up. Reasonably easy. I've always been a ground dweller, a tent dweller, a pusher basher. But I thought I'd give this a go, and I've tried it once in the forest for like 5 minutes, just quickly walking through with my son.
last week, and it seemed very comfortable. However, the waterproof cover to this DD Hammock, which is the Superlight Jungle Hammock, was missing one of these fellas here. It was literally ripped clean off. Now that was disappointing, but a lovely lady called Penny over at DD is sorting it out, and that should be arriving today, which would have been handy, or tomorrow. So that's not a problem. I don't mind a company if they fix the issue. Wow, the rain's really coming down. Now this particular Superlight hammock, Superlight tarp I should say, is quite small. And I know I've set it up incorrectly. It needs a bit more of a V to it to shed the water, as you can see. But truth be told, it's just a quick job to get me out of a fix. I wasn't intending on using it, it just happened to be in the bag, luckily for me. But you can see it just covers at each end the hammock. It is just about, and I don't know if I'd be comfortable using that in heavy rain, sleeping overnight. I think I'd want something a bit longer. I think this is definitely, as it says, super light, so yeah, no room for any spare material. Still, let's get it open and we'll show you it partially set up. Okay, so the storm shower has passed, and I've adjusted the angle a little bit on the tarp in between. So here it is, the jungle hammock with the fully zipped mosquito mesh. It's got access there where you can put a mat. So yeah, so here's the internal shot. You've got a little sliding pocket. You've got 4 of these internal pockets for whatever you want to use. Quality wise, I think the jury's out. I mean, nothing really tends to line up very well. I mean, I think this is a particularly cheap price to pay for a piece of equipment like this. I'm used to paying for a cheap tent sort of £100, a deer tent for 500. So for a couple of £100 for a full setup, call it 300 with the underblanket and the tarp. I'm gonna have to get a bigger tarp, I think. I don't think it's bad. Just the quality of the stitching. Funny enough, the tarps seem to be a better quality of stitch. This is the first time I've looked at it. Then the actual main hammock, like I mentioned earlier, there's a part missing on there's a waterproof cover that goes over this. So you could use it without a tarp in sort of light showers, they say. And I just noticed the material wasn't that great and there's bits and bobs missing on it, so that went back. But right, what's this, you know, like, it's just nothing really lines up very well. Still, see what I mean? The finish isn't that great. I think well, I don't know. For me, I would like a premium version of this where it's perfect, and I'd pay extra for that quite happily. That tarp is shedding the water nicely, don't it? As it should, as it should. I'm happy with that. And this fella obviously zips up completely, should you want it to. Like I said, there's a waterproof over sheet that it's the same shape as the mosquito net, so it just goes over. That could be also used as a ground dwelling bivvy bag type, should you need it. Well, I like this. I like this a lot. I still like the privacy of a tent. Sometimes, maybe if you want to group meet, things like that, it's quite nice if you've got the space for a bigger tent.
you know, you can get changed, you can do your admin, it's a bit more practical. But this opens up areas where I can camp now. I mean, if I just get out, look, I've left a muddy patch now. If I get out and just show you here, I mean, it's so damp underfoot. Your tent's going to get soaked, you're going to be sitting in water. I mean, I'm right beside this pond here. Should that flood in a tent, I'm boned. But here, doesn't matter. Awesome. I'm going to light my brew kit, but before I do that, I wanted to show you something that a good mate of mine gave me on our last camp in this, pretty much this very area. And Buddy Paws made me this. There's a little fire kit. And how cool is this? You've got some fat wood that he's harvested from this area, and a ferro rod made out of a piece of antler, and I think that's awesome, and some dry strips of bark there. See if I can focus. So anyway, in honour of you, Mr. Muddy, I shall light this cooker with your... Hey, you did it. That wasn't... Maybe you'll convert me yet, Muddy, to bushcraft, huh? Right, while we're waiting for that to boil, I've bought another little toy over the Christmas break, and I've seen this in action, and I'm a bit of a coffee man. I like a decent coffee, and the powdered stuff, that's just muck, really. It just doesn't do it for me. So I'm going to give this fellow a go, the GSI Outdoors Ultralight Java Drip. Why not? I've just bought some cheap supermarket ground coffee, and I'm going to chuck that in with a couple of these little sticks. Alright. Stage one. Our bottle's hot. Lid on bottle before I kick it over. Okay. Next stage. Yes, metal container and plastic. It's a good mix. Coffee like this for a long time. Let's just whack in a load. You're probably admiring my rather lovely trespass holder for the bottle. It's given to me by my darling wife. Much raved about 511 Rucksack. Doesn't have a bottle holder, and I'm not paying 20 quid for their one. So yeah, does the job. Right. It smells amazing. Right, so I've popped on the DD underblanket, and I think I've attached it correctly, but I'm not convinced it's worth the 50 odd quid at the moment. So we'll have to keep trial that on a proper night out, rather than just sort of sitting in the forest, and see how that comes along. Thanks again for watching my videos, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and it's inspired you to get out there and enjoy the outdoors. So I'll see you on the next one.